Hi, Trin Rios here. Hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. A very wonderful day. I sure am. Now, in the last video I shot a few days ago, I talked to you about what the most 500 successful businessmen and the richest businessmen in the United States had in common. There's one thing that they all had in common that made them all so successful. Do you remember what that was? Probably not. Let me tell you. That was, they all set goals. And they all followed the successful formula for setting goals. Remember what that formula is? No, probably not. Well, that formula is WWW+A equals massive success in anything that you want to do in your business, your personal life, finances, improve your relationship, get a better job, anything that you want to do. You need to follow this formula to achieve that goal. Now, the first W in our formula for success is want. What do you really want? You have to be very specific in what you want. You want a new house, a better job, more money, a bigger car. You have to be very specific in what you want. You want $5.2 million? Great. You want to become president and CEO of your company? Super. You want to improve the relationship with your family and friends? Great. But you have to be very specific in exactly what you want. You can't be a generality saying, well, I want more money, I want a bigger house. No, you have to be very specific. Okay? The next thing you need to do is, in our formula, is when. When are you going to achieve that goal? Specifically, you need a specific date. If it's 6 months from now, get a calendar and say, hey, by November 30th of this year, I'm going to achieve my goal. A specific date, no generalities. That's important. And the next thing you need to have in our formula, probably the most important, and after what and when, is why. You need to have a very specific why you want to reach that goal. Why do you want that money? Why do you want that new car? Why do you want that specific make a car? You need to have a why. Because if you have a strong enough why, your why will lead you, will pull you and push you through to reach your goal. Now, getting to your goal is not a nice linear event. It's up and down, up and down. You have that. You have peaks and you have valleys all the way up. Now, if we do this right, your peaks will be greater than your valleys. So eventually you'll get going up. You'll reach your goal. But you have to have a strong why. Why do you want that? Okay? Remember that. What you want, when do you want it, and why do you want it? The next important thing then is to make sure that you have action. The A in our formula stands for action. You have to take massive action to reach this goal. It's as simple as that. Now, when you first start out, you may say, God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. What am I going to do? How do I do this? Well, don't worry about that now. What you need to implant in your subconscious mind is the fact that you have a goal, specifically a goal. Now, remember what, when, why, and take action. Now, in order to do this, the best way to do this is to go ahead and write it all down on a little card. Now, I have here is a card where I've written down specifically my goal, what my goal is, when I'm going to achieve it on the front. On the back of the card, I've written my why. What is my why? Now, what you got to do once you write it down is you got to look at it. I look at mine first thing in the morning, last thing before I go to bed, and I even carry it with me. I look at it several times a day. Now, what this will do is embed in your subconscious mind your goal, when you want to get it, why you want it, and that you're taking action. And your subconscious mind will help you, take you down that path to get it. So look at it several times a day. Now, my card, I have it laminated. Because I carry it all the time and I don't want to wear it out. So I have it laminated. I carry it with me all the time. Look at it first thing in the morning. Last thing before I go to bed at night, I spend a couple of minutes looking at the card, reading it, embedded in my mind. And that will be embedded in my subconscious mind. You got to do that. You got to write it down. You got to look at it. You got to train yourself. Remember, repetition is the way human beings learn anything. How did you learn your multiplication tables when you're in grade school? How did you learn your name? How did your pet learn its name? Repetition. Repetition. Finally, it gets it embedded in your mind, in your subconscious mind. And it'll work. Now, believe me, it's worked for millions and millions of people. The 500 most successful men, women in business, set their goals, looked at their goals, wrote them down, and they wound up with great success. Okay? Carry your goal card with you. Look at it. Study it. And eventually you'll reach your goal. Now that is very important. Very important. Okay? Now, the other thing that these 500 men had in common was they made great decisions. They overcame adversity in making decisions. They weren't afraid to make a decision. Several years ago, a reporter for the Wall Street Journal was interviewing one of the most successful businessmen in New York, a multi-billionaire. And this reporter asked him, says, "Sir, what do you attribute your success to? How did you become so successful?" And the man looked at the reporter and said, "Two words. Two words." The reporter asked, "Okay, what are those two words?" And the man reported, "Correct decisions." "Great," the reporter said. "Well, how did you get to make those correct decisions?" The man looked at him and said, "One word. One word. Experience." "Great," said the reporter. "So how did you get this experience so you could make the correct decisions?" The man looked at him again and he said, "Two words." Now, the reporter's playing the game. He says, "Okay, so what are these two words that led you to experience so you could make the correct decisions?" The man said, "Wrong decisions." Wrong decisions. The reporter said, "Wrong decisions? How did that help you?" He says, "I learned from my mistakes. I made a wrong decision, I learned from it, and I gained experience so that I would not make that same mistake again." Experience. So, not being afraid to make a wrong decision because you're going to learn from it. Experience. So the next time you make a decision, you'll make the correct decision. Now, a classic example of this is the inventor Thomas Edison. Many years ago, when he was still working with the invention of the incandescent light bulb, a reporter asked him, "Mr. Edison, You failed 10,000 times to develop this incandescent light bulb. Why did you do that? Thomas Edison looked at the report right in the eye and said, son, I did not fail 10,000 times. I learned 10,000 ways not to just invent the incandescent light bulb. See? Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes and move on. One of my mentors, Tony Robbins, has this great quote. He says, a smart man learns from his mistakes. But a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. Other people's mistakes. So you got a choice. You must learn from your own mistakes. Move on. Admit you made the mistake, gain experience from it, and move on. And at the same time, you get opportunity to learn from other people's mistakes and move on. Tony Robbins also said, the fastest way to success, and anything you want, is to find somebody that is already there where you want. Let's say, example, money. If you want to make $1 million, find a millionaire. Better yet, find a guy who's got 10 million, $50 million. You can find him on YouTube. Google. So you find this guy is at where you want to be, and you do what he does. You model it. What does he do? How does he do it? You can find out. And if you get a chance, model him. Talk with him. Follow him on YouTube. Go to his events. Read his books. Model what he does. And if you do that, if you model him correctly, you'll eventually get there. You will be where he's at. Because you'll know how he got there, what decisions he made, what mistakes he made, so you avoid those, and you'll get there. Simple. Model somebody that's already there, who has what you want, and you'll get there. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Now, it's very easy to get people to do that. You can find them on YouTube. Now, there's a lot of mentors that I have that I follow on YouTube. I read their books. I watch their videos. I listen to their podcasts. And you get a lot of insight, a lot of valuable information of how you can succeed to get where you want to be. Just follow them, okay? It's as simple as that. But you got to take action. You know, we today in America really don't suffer from information. God, there's information everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Google. There's tons and tons of information all over the place. What we're really lacking in is direction, guidance. Somebody to show us what to do and how to do it, when to do it. So you follow somebody that's successful, and you follow them. You mentor them. You let them mentor you out. Like I've done in the 4% group. Trin Rios, who's the co-founder of the 4% group, the multimillionaire, excellent instructor. He's at where I want to be. So I'm following Trin Rios, doing what he says to do, following his programs. Okay? It's easy to do. Now, there's plenty of people out there that you can mentor from. But, okay? So, below this video, I'll have a link to my website, trinrios.com. Now, on my website, I have some links and to other programs, to the 4% group, and some free trainings available. All my videos are available. So, click the link below to get access to my website. And I also have a link to the 4% Success Challenge that's run by Vic. who takes you from absolutely knowing nothing, having nothing, and how to make your first $10,000 online. Simple. Just follow the directions. He tells you exactly what you need to do, when you got to do it, how to do it. Very simple. So, after you watch this video, click the links below. Like the video, give me some comments. Please give me some comments. I will respond to your comments as soon as I get them. And share this video with your family and friends to help them along so they too can become successful in whatever endeavor they want, whether the business or the personal life. Just all you need to do is follow somebody who's been there. It's as simple as that. Get your goal card, read your goal card every day. Take action. That's the main thing, is take action. Okay? We'll see you in another video. Take care. God bless. Bye.